So I'm just going to the chicken. Winner. Chicken dinner.
Eat it. Put it in your mouth. Put it in your mouth. It's fucking disgusting.
My husband loved me. You're trying to make yourself feel that way.
You know what, Jessica? Can't talk to her.
Oh, my brother, please.
She gets on her knees and begs, "No, brother, please, no more." Give it to me.
Relative to everyone, though, I can hear Josh over the whole ensemble.
Yeah.
And the ensemble.
This is Justin. Sometimes.
And then like he speeds up, right? And then when he's slowing down, it's like pop.
It's a culture.
Yeah, Faith Steve is kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
You know who?
They're very
I'm gonna be
demeaning.
honest, Jenny Franco's kind of hot.
You know who got really nice
Remember
cheeks?
the white girl who was saying,
Yeah, it's like a little mouse.
I know, I pinch him.
I like it when they're hairy.
You said little man.
about Josh. Oh, it's just Kiona, like, and Josh.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he
showed
was
you
the
that.
best character.
I mean, what else would you want to see? A foot with like a bunch of
I would be that foot, dude. I'm so sorry.
So what do you want? Do you want butt?
Of rounding alpacas. I like it. Yeah, and I thought, look at
Shark tales.
I'm not in this conversation.
Hey, get back here!
The shrimp.
Dude, the shrimp? No, dude, I think, ever. I'm like, man, did you really just say that? I was like, yeah, man, it's true. And I'm like, why don't you do it? Oh. And then I'm like, Franchesca, I'll look into his eyes, and then she's like, no.
Anakin Skywalker after the transformation.
The tongue.
There's no pluffle, I don't know, like, yeah, exactly, of Polynesian girls that are like, you know,
I don't know. Polynesian girls to me are like,
what? Caleb, I love you, but your teeth look like Rufus. Impossible, bro. You ruined it for me. Get out! Get out!
Oh, dude. You know who Khalil Ratchet looks like?
A bean.
Sasha?
Yeah. Dono.
Oh, Sacha?
Sacha.
Powering up, bean.
He's powering up. No,
Oh shit.
This is like. This is like. Whoa.
That's Francis.
No, this isn't Peru.
We had to do it outside.
Whoa.
It wasn't working.
Wait, what did you say, Francesca?
I said racism's bad.
2 more seconds left.
Turn it off. Oh yeah. Turn off the lights.
Melvin.
You are gay.
We need to ride home. No, go back. Not gonna lie, I almost shot my pants. Where the fuck did he come from?
You almost shut your pants. Go to Jason. Bro, go to Haley Lynch.
Where's Haley Lynch?
Oh my god.
Hey, what's happening in Spectrum, Haley?
nigga.
What's going on?
Are you in that area?
Can you?
Stop. Wait. Jakarta.
I don't have my own room.
Wait. If Jakarta
In your house?
What am I?
You know, there's living arrangements here, but when am I going to get my ride home?
Later.
Wait.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that works.
Fellas.
I think it's
You're gay. Wait, what? What? What?
I fucking missed it, dude! Oh my god!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Francesca. Happy birthday to you. Blow up the candles if you're gay. She's gay. Speech.
Alright, here's my speech. Ready?
Yeah?
Thanks.
Fuck you! I'm leaving!
Bad joke, Diego. Wait.
Mr. Gaming Watch! It's not happening! It's not happening!
Wait, what happened? Hey, Jakarta, bash that.
He's gonna fight for the next 18 years.
That's your life now.
Eagle, bro.
It's bad.
This ain't going away.
Oh damn! Oh shit!
Oh no, the battery's dying. I gotta get this. Story time.
Play it. Let's go. Wherever you are, I'm all alone, and it's you that I want. It's me all alone. You're still kind of cute. I can't keep my mind off you. Where you at? What you go through? No, shawty got low. Shawty got low.
Where'd you get that lighter?
I only know Indian music.
Wax on it. There's wax on it.
Come on!
Okay, next.
You just give a little speech about Francesca. I said that joke and I hated her for a year.
Jacob, I can't see with fucking night mode.
Hey, turn on night mode. The glamorous.
Like you were one of my first friends I made in high school, and I guess like you've grown into one of my best, and like you're so fun to be with, and like you, every moment with you is like enjoyable. I think.
He's making emotional.
Yeah, why aren't you crying?
Sorry. Record that.
I'm recording this shit, dude.
Pump holes. Yeah, I like it.
Make it dark.
What's it dark?
No, make it dark.
Disappear.
I'm gone.
I've been knowing you for like a really long time, since I think kindergarten. More than 10 years. So, and I talked to you sometimes during elementary, but middle school I didn't really talk to you that much. But during high school, that's when we became more closer together, friends. And every time I talk to you, you make me feel happy in a way. You always make me put a smile on my face. Thank you for being my friend.
It's Gucci.
Oh, it's not focusing.
If you don't cry. Are you guys getting back together? Okay.
Drama alert.
You have to look at me. You have to look at me. You gotta see what you gotta see.
The future.
I guess. Like, you always make me think about Parkside.
Did you just insult her? Parkside was bad.
But however, I think that's how we like became friends. And that's how you got me like open up like over special stuff. And like I've never enjoyed being so mean with someone.
Alright, so I didn't really talk to you freshman year, but like throughout high school year I just started talking to you a little bit more, and I started to get to know you a lot more, and you started to get to know me a lot more, so I was like, you know what, she's a pretty cool girl, so, and the memories I had with you were pretty fun, so yeah, I just wish you the best of luck in the future.
Your dad.
Uh-oh, daddy.
Woo!
Man.
Alright, you look be the tearjerker.
It's either you
Oh,
or me,
no.
EJ.
In a few,
Make
like 30
it
minutes.
short. No.
So freshman year, Dela Cruz's class, you know, the first thing I hear, Mom, I look. And that's you. You know, who would have thought that the delinquent duo from Dela Cruz would have added to here. You know, we grew up together since Dela Cruz's and then Shelton's, where you were making fun of me when Shelton never closed the door and it was raining. It was raining cats and dogs, and then I was in that little corner getting all wet and stuff, and I was like, "Hey, Mr. Shelton, can you close the door?" He was like, "No, it's okay. I like the draft." It was so bad, dude. It was so bad. It was so bad. We have some sophomore year. That's when we brought Jakarta in the mix with Wenzel's. And then we would spend countless hours like stressing out about essays. And then we came here. One of my most fondest memories was coming down, chilling in your basement, working on the Magical Realism project. When Easy wasn't coming here, and we did nothing on our poster for 4 hours but write our name in glitter. And when Easy came, we were just like, "Hey, Easy, you better bring some pizza." And then when she comes in, we're just like, "We don't even like that pizza." We don't even like sausages. What the fuck? And then, where's my drink? Where's my drink?
Where's my
And
drink?
then junior year, we didn't have any classes together. The inseparable people from Wenzel were separated into different classes and studies, you know, but we started to reconnect back in senior year. We almost could have had all of our classes together, you know, and it's crazy to think.
I feel it.
It's crazy to think that it's already senior year now. We're 18. We're growing up, getting accepted to college, and we grew up together. But most important, we're still growing up, you know, together.
Get out.
You became one person tonight.
Good job.
Watch out.
So, hey, what up?
What is up?
I've known Francesca like the longest, I would say, out of everyone here. But, like,
Diego.
No, Francis.
no, I didn't know it like anything. I met Francesca on Facebook. We're on a Facebook ad from Alta Loma Middle School.
Oh, he
He
got her on
She went
Facebook.
straight to my DMs, bro, like asking me for the homework and stuff. And you know, we started getting close because of our journalism class and stuff. And you know, me and her would ruin like entire group chats together. Like we used to think that destroying group chats of like kids was funny because we're horrible people and stuff. And, you know, I call Francesca my generation one. Like it was always me and this other guy that like we're not as close, but like she's always like, you know, pulled through like for the past 6 years. She's always been there. And you know, I really appreciate that, you know, like you've always been there for me, and I'm like, even though we've been in separate classes and everything, you know, we always come back to each other either way, and I always appreciate that about you, about our relationship and everything. So thank you for that.
Well, it goes back to freshman year English. It was you, and I was running for, I think, president, and I was like, I'm rooting for this girl, like, this is my girl, this is my homie, she's like the most independent woman I've ever known, and, we one talk we had, I was like struggling with something. I was like really hurt by someone, and like you were the one that like really motivated me to be like independent, and like you really like empowered me to be like this woman that I never knew I could be. And working with you in ASB this year, it just made me realize like I could be one of the best leaders like I could be, you know. And I think I owe a lot to my leadership skills to you. So I love you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my god, and you're talking.
Oh wait, you already talked to him.
Uh-oh.
You gotta like it.
Oh my
The meme king. It's the meme king.
If you believe that.
What is this man gonna say?
So, I don't remember much from the last 2 years. I'm really
Bye-bye.
Restart. Yeah, restart.
Restart from the top. From the top.
I don't remember anything like last 2 years. I have really bad memories. Like I remember like in freshman year, like I was in the same bio class as you and Fiona, and like we sat near each other, talking did some dumbass scenes. Like I didn't really like talk to you until like I was walking by the quad and I heard you giving your freshman president election speech. And he said something like "shout out to Jesus," some dumb thing like that. I was like, bro, this is a weird meme girl.
Meme queen.
Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, I slept a lot in bio. And like, I don't know. But, like, I always pass the test and whatever. Like, our names are always up there. Like, when he was like announcing test scores because he's a dick or something. He's like, wow, look at all these kids doing so good. And like, I don't know. Yeah, you're always there for me. Like, you always let me copy your Shelton from work. And yeah, like, me, you, and Kiara are like the terrible trio. Like, ooh, just devastate the classes. Yeah, we all had a class together, like, throughout all 4 years. Like, what's it called? We had bio freshman year, chem sophomore year, chin last year, and ASB this year. Like, it was just terrible. We were just all yelling. Like, yeah. Like, I don't know, man. It's our senior year. We're not gonna be together next year. It's pretty bad.
That shit is ass, dude. That shit is fucking ass, man.
It's a coping mechanism.
We're gonna be here next year.
That shit is fucking ass. We're all not gonna. God.
I know it's not like us. That's what I thought about.
Hi.
Marie.
Marie. So before I met you, I used to be held up tight, and then when we got closer during Arbor, I realized that you shouldn't take life too seriously, and I really want to thank you for that because you made a big impact in my life. Like when we started doing the blogs, self-reflection and looking at hot doctors, I'm like, well, yeah, this girl was something. So I really want to thank you for that, and happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Sweet.
I didn't know.
Oh man, this is gonna be a good one.
So, hey, happy birthday. This is so awkward. Happy birthday, Francesca. So, I don't know, I don't remember the first, like, how we actually met, because, like, basically we just started saying hi to each other in the hallways. We're just like, hey, and I don't really know you, and you don't really know me, we're just like, hey. And then, I don't know how we became friends, but we just kind of did. And then, yeah, you're one of the most hardworking people that I know, and then we had the girl group, you, me, Megan, the Axis Powers, and then we even...
Oh my god.
Yeah, thank you for putting up with my communist, socialist, revolutionary, and racist jokes. And also, like, we even named our group as Supreme Court because
They all
we
said the
just
N-word.
judge people
They
who
all
want
said the
judge.
N-word. They didn't even ask me.
You and Megan have been the realest people
people to me. Like you tell me what I have to do and what's wrong and what needs to be improved or what I need to correct. And I'm really grateful for that. And you were actually one of the people who drew me closer to my other friends, especially the boys here at now. And I'm really grateful for that. And yeah, you helped me overcome the fear of, wait, bitch, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, like you're one of the people who helped me overcome the fear of insufficiency and like the fear of having an accent and not belonging. Bitch, I said I'm not gonna cry with the book.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna cry.
But like yeah, I feel like I'm always in your house more than I am in your apartment. So yeah, and yeah, I found like family in you and like the voices and also like yeah. Bitch, I can't continue, I'm gonna cry.
What's up with the
Thank you, Jimmy.
Jimmy,
Jimmy.
Francesca, I met you first freshman year in badminton, but I didn't really know you then. But I know we got hella close junior year in AP Comp Sci.
That's actually gross.
And then I just remember we'd be up until like 2 a.m. working on the code together, trying to make it work. And like literally we'd be in the library up until that 8:16 deadline. But then now I think like throughout our past couple years, you really inspired me by scolding me to do my work. And I think that you have like a really strong conviction in your beliefs, and I really like that about you because I want that in me. And I just think overall you really inspired me to be a better person. Thanks.
I love that you come talking about it. How many people together grabbing a
6,000.
I love
Oh boy.
Where's the
You
dog?
don't have to hold
Where's
it.
the dog? Where's Spooner?
We're sorry.
Let's talk.
Okay, I don't know. I already cracked. I cracked when Josh started talking. I don't even know what he said, but I started crying.
He said, let the dog talk. Sorry.
I was just thinking, like, in freshman year, oh my
You need a tissue?
No, shut up.
It's a wet
You
tissue.
know, like, in freshman year, in first period, you know, me and you and Jason were together, right? And I was like, who is this girl thinking she knows everything because she has senior friends? Like, who is she? And I was like, gosh, who is she? She's so ignorant and everything.
Oh my god.
I already told you
It's a
that
fucking
you know
roast
how
session, man.
Such a bad influence, but then, I'm sorry. And then I started to get close to you, like really close to you freshman year. And then we were so lucky to have classes together throughout high school. And sophomore year, I was yelling across the room and Ken to talk to you. And Blockberger always told me to shut up. It was good, you know? And then junior year, we got so close, and we always go to the library. And that's when we went to the garbage can. And then we started
Dumpster diving.
Fuck, that was last year, dude.
33 new notebooks, right? Like, that was so good.
Oh my god.
And then we went to get Jawway.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like, I remember that we would always stay up during Skype, right? And then we just close our homework and we fold our hands and start talking to each other. And that was our homework. So then we did that a lot, like every night. And then I'm thinking back now, senior year, I'm not done, I'm so sorry. In the senior year, you know,
No.
we just got really close together because of ASB, right? And now that I think back of it, like, you really helped me open up. Because before, like I said, I thought you were a bad influence, but then no, it's not. No, it's not. You thought I was bad too, but I'm not, okay? It was all Jason's fault.
Yeah, okay, wait, hold on, I'll be there.
Now that I think of it, high school, when I think of high school, how can I forget about you? Because we went through so much things together. You know, we got lost in the city together. Like, who does that? And we saw a homeless man without a leg. Oh my god! We did that together, right? We did that together.
Up next is Joshua Gomes. Gonna get a ride.
Oh man, where do I start? Alright, I've known you since elementary school, and you know back in the good old days, we used to hang out in the playground. You know, you, me, Enzo, who doesn't go to church no more. Do you remember him? Yeah, but I wonder where that guy went. And you know, like one of my fondest memories of you in elementary is when like you would just pull up on me like in 5th grade, you and Safe and like a bunch of other people, and you just go on a conga line for no reason. And I would just be standing there and be like, what is happening to me? You know. In middle school, I just felt like, you know, I feel bad because I always wanted to talk to you more and be there for you and be your friend, but like I felt like I grew distant from you, and that's just something I regret. You know, just not getting to know you better in that time that we had. And so I'm just happy to say that, you know, in the past. Past 3 years or so, I've gotten to know you better, and you know, I can say confidently that you're one of my best friends.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I'm happy about.
Yeah!
Now it's your turn.
Yourself.
Oh my god, I love myself so much.
It's me?
Yeah, see you then my parents.
I didn't know I was in it.
Yes.
That's what I mean.
That's one.
Happy birthday, Jess.
Yeah,
Say
you
it.
too.
Yeah. When Jessica was born, she was so skinny.
Oh my god, don't do this.
Oh my god, yeah.
What happened?
I think I need to give her something like vitamins and like appetite boosters. So I just gave it to her. I just giving double dose. And then while she was like about 6 months to about 2 years old, she was already getting, she was losing weight. And I said, probably it's the formula. So I keep changing the formula because in the Philippines you have to buy the cheapest one. And then whenever I buy the cheapest one, she gets diarrhea, she vomits, and then she's losing weight. So he ends up going to the emergency room every time. So I said, I think she's not compatible with this cheap formula. So I said, I think I have to change it to a better one. I got the Pro Milk. That is the brain booster milk formula for babies. So she got, her body was okay. She was already gaining weight. She was gaining, she was getting taller. So I said, okay. And then when she was in the middle school, she was already gaining weight. And I said, I think the effect of the vitamins and the appetite booster is coming out now. That's why she's starting to get from size 2 to size 6 to size 12. Never mind. Okay. And she was among them two. Francesca is the quiet one.
I want to hear. It's loud and less loud. Whoa. That's a lot.
It's more.
2 birds, 1 stone.
I think it's because of the formula that you had when you were a kid.
Jimmy Neutron?
It was steroids.
Boy Guinness. Boy Guinness, bruh.
But anyway, it's not the physical
Organic.
appearance that's very important.
Superficial.
It's her heart. She's very humble. She's very kind. She's very down to earth. You can approach her anytime. That's the only thing that I don't like with her is that she sleeps too much. It's hard
That's
to
so cool,
wake her up. But I think she was just tired. Anyway, you will be going to college soon. I hope you will be more independent. Just what your friend said. More independent, more careful. Just like the 15-minute program that you went, you will not be driving there wherever you want to go. So I hope you will enjoy the course that you will be pursuing, and I hope you will be very successful, and I want your dreams to come true. I love you.
Kiona, what are you?
Okay. My baby is now a lady.
Oh.
Happy 18th birthday.
You too.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm speechless. So I wish you all the luck, and sooner you'll be in college. So be safe and good luck. Happy birthday.
Okay.
Now we gotta do the dance. On the music back on.
Don't turn off the light.
You feel so good.
You did that.
You were there.
But looking back, we were not as close, but now we're so close. Like, you're at my debut, you made a speech, I made a speech about you, and yeah, we saw each other grow up. We saw each other grow, we saw each other succeed, and I'm really proud of you too for being amazing. and you're so humble with your success. You never brag about anything. You never rub it into people's faces. You just have a smile on your face and a great sense of humor. And I really appreciate that about you, how you're so amazing. You're so amazing. And you have a great set of morals. You're so true to yourself, and you know how to have fun, but also work hard. And you're like the prime example of like the best person ever. The man. Thank you.
Joshua Gomes!
Yes! You're the only one who could put up with me hitting you with a racket on your back really hard. But then you'd make it up by hitting the birdie in my eye, and after you graduated, I couldn't play badminton anymore because I couldn't find anyone else who could ever replace you. Thank you for being here.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Josh, when I first met you, I still remember that day, like super clear. I remember I talked to you and said, hey, you're spelling your names wrong.
Sorry if you need a third.
Yes. And then you really influenced my music taste, and that really helped me throughout like time, because you really exposed me to new things, and then you're like one of my go-to people who could talk about new concepts with, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. Trick, I remember for Dela Cruz's class, that was the class. I remember you were super quiet, like, but throughout high school, I just really appreciate how you're coming out of your shell. Like back then, you barely spoke a word. We were just like bugging you, and it was so fun. I'm like, oh, Patrick's so cute, ah! And poke you. And then now you're just like, look at you now. You're like in the play, you're doing sports, you're in ASB, and then like, I'm really glad that you're who you are now. Thank you. Diego.
Daigo.
Yeah, I know you the longest, apart from my parents and sister.
Damn. Damn, she got me. She got me. Cut that.
What are you gonna do me?
Bro, cut that out the video, bro.
He said that.
I'm shocked.
When she came out the womb, she knew Diego.
There goes my doctor.
Doogie Hauser.
It's really cool how we both saw each other grow up and then change into who we are now, and I really appreciate how we could reconvene now together, especially in video art, talk about really dumb things, like how Mr. Boyd excommunicated people in the grade level.
Bro, he should have gave all of them 0.
Dude, they're all failing.
I'm really glad that you're here now too, because I don't know, I just never realized how close I am with people now, and then it's just crazy how you could know people but you can't really know them, but I'm glad I could know you. Thank you.
That was a contradictory statement. Stop.
Justin,
Time to treat me right.
Do what you gotta do, Justin.
Shoot your shot.
Treat her right.
Get what you deserve.
I'm glad I broke up with you.
Yeah! Just stop it right there. Just cut it. You're done.
Go. I got my Ubers here.
JK, but
That's the most.
I'm really glad I got to know you. And then when I learned the thing how you said, oh, I didn't know a lot of my friends knew I was gay, I was like, oh shoot, I'm sorry. Like you said, you felt very uncomfortable for like a couple of years that you didn't have to.
Until this year, basically.
Until this year. It's been 3 years, but I'm really glad that I got to know you because I just knew you were very obscure. Sophomore year, you're obscure. But then now, you're a menace.
She tainted you.
You're one of my favorite menaces. Thank you, Justin.
Your lips are all.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Bad.
I didn't really talk to you a lot in junior year. I guess in sophomore year, I just knew you were a really funny guy. What are you
Class clown.
You're really funny. I think I'm so sorry, but like when Miss Sun put you on blast for having 12%.
Oh my god, 12%?
In that class.
Dude, this guy got 12% on the test. This guy got 12%.
I just knew, like, when she announced it, you're just such a dynamic person. like,
Bro, this guy's dumb.
No, because I was like, Fred, that's the guy who played chess out of the MacBook. While Miss Sun was lecturing, I'd see your screen. You'd just be turning the chessboard, playing chess by yourself.
Oh my god.
And everyone else would be like trying to figure out what she's talking about. No, you just didn't care. And then you're such an easygoing guy, and I really admire that about you. But as a friend, you're 100%.
Hey, it's not. We're all wearing socks.
Del Cruz was the class where it all began.
The first impact.
That freshman year class is crazy. Like I'm really thankful for what Del Cruz, you, Eliana, Patrick, Wendy, and everyone else really like taught me how to be out of my shell. Because in middle school, I wasn't as outgoing as a person, but talking to you guys and being exposed to new people and new outlooks on everything just made me realize how one perspective isn't the right way to look at things. It's better to look at every perspective and get a deeper understanding in things instead of just being single-minded. And then you're one of the people who really opened me up. Thank you for that.
Hey.
I remember.
God, there's nothing but bad stuff. Which one?
You're one of my favorite people with one of the favorite memories. I just love how you could talk about bad memories and turn it into a good story, like the Roots story.
Should I say the Roots story?
Yeah. We were watching the movie Roots. It was about slavery, and there was this one montage where he was shaking. Chains like, ah!
Yeah, the montage.
And then there's a picture of him in the sky shaking too. Another picture in the other corner, screaming and crying. And then I don't know. It was just so ridiculous. People were laughing. And then I was like, oh, this is kind of messed up. But then the student teacher said, hey, stop this. Jakarta's getting offended.
No. But the worst part is that he was laughing too. And I was laughing, and I was like, he made it bigger than it had to be. And I was like laughing too because I thought it was funny. And then he outed me out. This was history, yeah, for Miss Jackson, yeah.
Oh my god. Hey, was that Mr. What's his name?
Mr. T.
Oh, yeah, Mr. T.
Mr. T, yeah.
I just know that from you looking back, I know you've been faced with a lot of like racial discrimination, but I really admire how you're super perseverant about it. And then you just know that you're so perseverant, and then you just have an amazing sense of humor, and you're one of my best friends, and I'm so thankful to have you. When I first met you, I just knew, the first thing that comes to mind meeting you is presentations in Dela Cruz. You're one of the most like outstanding people to present freshman year. That was crazy because I knew that I did not know how to present, and then your confidence in yourself and your eagerness to speak. That's what I really liked about you, because you also affected me and not going back on my word and really meaning what I say, and with confidence. Thank you, Wendy. Jason.
Put your hood down, bro.
Ain't that a girl's name?
It ain't.
You're one of the worst people I know.
Is that the truth?
But also one of my favorites. You're just you're terrible. From falling asleep to Mr. Hawkinos's but still getting the best grades. I really envied you. And then always giggling in Blockberger's class whenever he chose on you, in spite of all of your laughing. And in junior year, when you went to Chicago for math, that was so inspiring. Like, how could this guy go this far? But then that really taught me how you could still have a lot of you have such a dynamic personality. Like, you're so into fashion. You have a great sense of humor, even though it's like pretty bad still. But I don't know. Throughout high school, I really saw you reform. You were a huge slacker back then, but now you're like on top of it. You got accepted to Santa Barbara and San Diego. Ooh. And I'm just so proud of you and how you changed to become a better version of you. And I'm really sad how I'm not gonna have classes with both of you because you've been like two big keystones in like my high school experience. But I hope that we can still I know a lot of people say keep in touch even though they don't really, but I genuinely mean that I hope we keep in touch.
Yeah.
Keep that Twitter set alive.
I just said that Jason's the worst person.
Yeah.
You're one of the best people I know.
You got a spectrum.
Yeah.
The spectrum.
You guys are
That's a massive jump.
like polar opposites. Like junior year when I hung out with you and Jeremy, like you guys are such good kids. You're like on top of everything. You like reached out for new opportunities, and you're so like serious in the work. But I'm really glad I got close to you guys because you really affected my work ethic. Like back then, I would hold things off to like the last second, and then I would die from that. But then you guys made me realize like the dumbest thing. Like, hey, if you do your work early, you could get it done earlier. Wow. Who knew that? But you guys like your work ethic and your like energy. It's just so positive that I really admire both of you, like, overall. Thank you so much. Jessica. Yeah, I still don't remember how we first met. I just knew we were saying hi to each other. Like, I heard about you. Like, you're such a cool person. From everyone who talked about you, it was nothing but positive things. And then I just knew I want to be friends with her. And then this year is just when it happened, when it's like, I want a girl group. And it just started with one thing, like, hey, do you want to get brunch? That's when it all set off. And I'm just so glad to have you. You're just such a genuine person. And you speak the truth. You have, like, your criticism is, like, the backbone to, like, a true moral path. Like, even though it's pretty harsh, it's just the harshness that you need to know before hurting yourself more. I'm just so happy to have you as a friend. First off, I want to congratulate you on getting to UCLA. That's
Yeah!
Like, I'm really proud of you and what you've achieved. Like, yeah, getting into that school and I'm really happy that I met you too. Like, even though your work ethic is pretty bad too, your quality is just amazing. Like, I'm just really glad. Miss Sons, in Miss Sons, we just cheat off of each other. And then the best part about it is that she never caught us cheating when she did the whole, like, when she ousted people.
They're like, goodbye, she needs more, but she she's like, who is that?
And then sitting near William, who would always have, like, lethal farts.
Wait, don't she throw my forward?
That white kid? Yeah, the white
God, that white kid.
Knowing you, I really appreciate having you as a friend because you're like you're so amazing. Like, you could do all this work, you could do all this like community service, you could do all this leadership, my president. I know you do all these things, and then you're just so happy with what you do, and I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah. Woo!
She's crying.
So wild.
Even though you're so annoying.
I know,
I'm sorry. Freshman year, like you're like the first period of the day in the first year of high school. You're the first person I met that I didn't know before, and then I really thought you were so annoying.
I got tears in my eyes, but I can't see it.
No, man. That's a speech.
But then like, from you pulling up with people, getting spray bottles, squirting water in their face and grabbing them by the chin, and then harassing people. I was like, wow, this girl has a lot of character. I just love how you're so outgoing and then you're not afraid to do what you think is right. Even though, like, and I'm just so glad you pursue with what you're happy with. And that really, like, made me open my eyes and say, wow, being happy is just a huge virtue. And then it's you who made me realize that And in sophomore year camp, I just saw you on your phone, Mr. Blockburger. And then in junior year, that was like the true test in Mr. Chin's.
You put Jesus there in the sun during our finals.
Dude, I have
You
1
really
minute
like
left.
saw me through like my ups and downs, and I saw you through your ups and downs.
Alright. Wait, shit, I have 1 minute left. I want to use up this minute.
I ain't never seen my backyard.
Oh my god. We gotta go, right?
My rectangular glasses, bro. I missed those.
You didn't talk at all.
Nicole is cheating on Jakarta with
Sasuke.
Oh my.